Hello, welcome back to Guided Reading with Miss Oliver. We're going to go ahead and jump into our lesson today, but before we do, we want to make sure we have our things in place. So the first thing that we're going to need is our worksheet that we're going to be working with for this lesson. The front half of the worksheet says word match with each picture. You're going to see pictures at the top, words at the bottom. The back of the worksheet is going to say match letter and write the word. You're going to see some pictures on one side, some words on the other side, some letters at the bottom. You're going to also need your book Too Hot. You're going to need 2 pencils, and most importantly, you want to make sure you're in a quiet and silent space so you can focus and grow your brain. If you need to pause the video right here to get your stuff together, please do so. If not, we can keep it going. So what are we going to be doing in this video? The first thing we're going to do is go over our sight words, the same 10 sight words that we talked about in the last 2 videos. The next thing we're going to do is jump right into our word family lesson. We're now working with the OT word family. And then the last thing we're going to do is read our book Too Hot. So jumping right into our sight word review. The first word is take, repeating after Miss Oliver. Take, hide, home, behind, fast, carry, wait, first, feel, and time. Starting from the top. One more time. We're going to need our hands for this. So the first one is take. The next one is hide. The next one is home. Behind. Fast. Carry. Wait. First. Feel. And time. Now, I want you to pause the video right here so you can see how many you can get right on your own. So pause right here and I want you to try it. So we're bringing it back in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Moving on to our next slide, our word family. So in our last 2 videos, we talked about the OP word family. Now we're moving on to the OT word family. Words like pot, cot, got, hot, dot, jot, spot, and shot. All of these words have OT at the end. So let's get our hands ready. All of these words have O for octopus and T for top. If we put those 2 sounds together, it makes the sound, like p-ot, k-ot, g-ot, h-ot, d-ot, j-ot, s-ot, and sh-ot. Let's go from the top. Repeating after Miss Oliver, we're going to need our hands for this. Pot, p-ot, pot. I want you to try it now. The next one is cot, k-ot, cot. Your turn. Good job. The next one is got, g-ot, got. Okay. The next one is hot, h-ot, hot. The next one is dot, d-ot, dot. The next one is jot, j-ot, jot. Awesome job. The next one is spot, s-ot, spot. Last one is shot, sh-ot, shot. Awesome job. So these are the words that we're going to be working with for the word family OT. Pot, cot, got, hot, dot, jot, spot, and shot. Take a minute to look at the words in the pictures. So now we're going to move on to our independent practice time. This is the time where you're going to take out those worksheets and your 2 pencils. I'll give you 5 seconds to do so. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. The first thing we always do at the top of every worksheet, we put our first and last name. You're going to put your first and last name at the top on the front side and the back side. I want to see your name twice, first and last. After you write your first and last name, you're going to jump right into your worksheet, starting on your front cover where it says match words with each picture. You should see the pictures at the top, words at the bottom. For the first half of the worksheet, you're going to match these pictures with the words. You're going to match these pictures with the words. I'll do the first one. So I know this picture was for the word jot. J-A-T. So I'm going to find the word jot. Oh, here it is. I'm going to draw a line from the picture all the way to the word. Then I'll move on to the next picture. For our second half of the worksheet, you're going to come down here. You're going to look at the word. You're going to trace the word, and then you're going to write the word. When you're tracing the word, I want you to say it, shot. And when you're writing the word, I want you to say it as well, shot. Once you finish with the front half of this worksheet, you're going to flip it over to the back. The back says match letter and write the word. You're going to look at the pictures again and you're going to try to guess what's that first sound I hear. So I know this is the picture jot. So I'm going to say j, j, j. What letter makes the j sound? I can look down here if I need any help. I see the letter that makes the j sound is J. So I'm going to write the letter J in this box. Then I'm going to come over here and write the whole word, J-O-T, jot. I'll go to the next picture. You have 8 minutes to do this worksheet. You can pause the video right here so you can have time to work on your worksheet. So you're going to pause right here. We're bringing our video back in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, since you completed your worksheet, you're going to push it to the side along with your pencil. And now you're going to take out your book, Too Hot. I'll give you about 5 seconds to do that. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. While you're taking out your book, Mrs. Oliver is going to get her book ready as well. So we're going to be reading the book Too Hot. So this book was written by Anthony Curran and illustrated by Andy Eckerton. We know that the author writes the words and the illustrator draws the pictures. So by looking at the 2 covers in this book, this cover and flip to the next page to see the next cover, let's try to predict what this story is going to be about. So let's look at the 2 covers and the title and try to predict what this story is going to be about. I'll give you 45 seconds here to pause the video and to think, predict, or guess what we think this story, Too Hot, is going to be about. Pause your video right here. We're going to bring it back in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So now that we had a chance to predict or guess what the story is going to be about by looking at the 2 covers, this cover, that cover, and looking at the title, what did you come up with? What do you think this story is about? Okay, so you think that this story is going to be about two boys that are outside on a hot day, and you think that they're trying to figure out something to do. That's a really good guess. That's exactly what Miss Oliver was going to say. This story could be about two boys that are outside on a hot day, and they're trying to figure out what can they do. Looks like they're riding their bike here, but it may be too hot for that. Looks like they're kind of sitting under some trees in the shade, but it's probably still too hot. That was an excellent job. You took the words right out of my mouth. So before you have a chance to read the story on your own, I want to go over some words with you. These are words to know before reading. Repeating after me, the first word is catch, like I catch the ball. The next one is climb, like I climb the ladder. The next one is hot, like it's so hot outside. The next word is outside, like it's so hot outside. The next one is ride, like you can ride your bike. And the last one is sprinkler, like you can run through the sprinklers on a hot day. So now, since we had a chance to predict what the story is going to be about, go over our words to know, now this is a chance for you to stop the video and for you to read the story on your own. When we come back together in our next video, we're going to read it together, and we're also going to answer some questions at the end of the book. So I cannot wait to see you next time, and make sure you read our book, Too Hot. I will see you next time. Bye.